Hey everyone, happy Halloween week 6 of our quarter. Just to start off for fun, the past couple years that I've taught children's literature, I've shared how I'm binging the Harry Potter series this month, and I didn't have time for that this year, but I have never seen Coco. And that is something that I really want to find the time for at some point this week because it looks beautiful. I've heard some of the music. What are you guys watching, reading, or enjoying in terms of children's or YA literature, including film, in order to enjoy this week of story and costume and narrative, etc.? No pressure, but if you want to share below to give each other some fun ideas and remarks, that could be cool. Okay, another quick update. I shared in a previous video that I went through a personal health issue recently, and it knocked out some of my workflow. I'm still finishing up responses for a few of you for poetry. Thank you for your patience. I have been trying my best with the hours that I had to take off. And when I do that, I still also have a home and a child. So I will be caught up by the end of this week. And my priority is to crank through the easy stuff first and then give room to really give you guys some nice comments on your Charlotte's Web work. But what I do see looks great. So I feel like my comments are more to reward you for your work. Most of you guys are completing levels. Many of you are earning treasure. If you don't understand why you're not, go ahead and reach out to me and ask if that's something where you're truly not understanding my grading system, then do that. But as long as you guys are completing levels and earning treasure, you're eligible to earn up to an A, because check out the syllabus for the grading policies. And I'm just pleased with everything that you're doing. That's the fortunate thing with me being behind, is that I don't feel like you need my comments in order to succeed. I feel like you need them in order to honor the work and energy that you're putting into the class. So I hope that feels resonant to you and that we're on the same page there. And thank you for your patience with me. It's not ideal that I would be behind, but hang in there with me, please. All right, Tuesday, write some replies for the wordless picture books discussion, level 7. That should be pretty straightforward. By Thursday, you're going to dive into one of my favorite sections of the course because I find that it is a favorite of students of the past, and that this really energizes the course differently because you're going to be exposed to books that you probably haven't seen before. You're going to dive into level 8, exploring diverse picture books. That has you read a little bit of Russell's text. There's also a lot of content, extra content on that level, including some videos and an article. And at this point, you can sort of skim or sweep that, kind of pay attention to a little bit of it. You don't have to fully invest in every single resource on that page because it's there for level 8, but it's also there for Quest 3. So you're going to come back to it. That's why, overview, kind of do what you have time for. And then eventually by the time you do Quest 3, that's when I would want, next week, that's when I would want you to have like a full grasp on the content. But you'll be given in that discussion board a variety of underrepresented authors in children's literature or characters. And that's all based on data. This isn't a class where we're it's not a sociology class. So we're not necessarily looking into why are those groups underrepresented or what can we do about it. There might be a little bit of that, but it's more so about the data shows these groups are underrepresented. So let's go find those books that represent these groups and let's reflect on their value and their quality, and let's talk about where we might place them on a bookshelf or why we might place them there, etc. So it's okay to dive into the why and the what we should do, but really we're just saying like, these are the facts, these are the books, let's analyze and celebrate or critique and enjoy them. And then by Sunday, you'll reply to each other, so you'll get exposed to even more diverse books for children, and you'll do a pre-reading post for Quest 2, The House on Mango Street. So minimal reading, I think like a page or two. That's just going to prep us for next week. Okay, I hope this helps give you guys some bearings as you go into this next week. And again, my goal is to be caught up by the end of it. I know we're getting to mid-quarter. No one is in a dire spot with your grades. So if you're like, but what about me? Nope, not you. You're doing great, unless you have no attempt in the grade book. That would be a problem. But even then, there's still a little bit of time to pass the course. Our crunchy deadline is the end of week 8. That's the last day to withdraw. So when I get caught up by the end of this week, that still gives us a good 2 weeks to make sure that we have kind of a grade check-in and a chance to make sure that everyone knows how this is working, and then you'll have more timely responses from me as well. Okay, thanks you guys. I hope you have a very happy Halloween or harvest or whatever you do, and enjoy some literature along the way.